social media is dead. And here's what replaced it. If you're still creating content like it's 2017, you're about to get left behind. What we have now isn't really social media anymore. I mean, it's good to be social and engage, but what I need you to understand is something completely different is happening right now. And the creators who understand that the shift has already happened, they're already crushing it. While everybody else, they're still wondering why their content isn't working anymore. Stay with me because I'm going to show you exactly what replaced social media, why the old rules don't work anymore, and the 3 strategies that will make you unstoppable in this new landscape. Here's the truth that nobody's talking about. Social media died and we didn't even notice the funeral. For about 15 years, social media worked like email marketing. You build followers and a percentage of them would see your posts. Simple math, right? But something massive shifted around 2021. This is the move from social media to interest media. And interest media changes everything. Old social media, your followers see your content. Super simple. New interest media, the algorithm shows your content to people interested in that particular topic, whether they follow you or not. I need you to think about this. When was the last time you saw a post from an account that you follow that you really, really like? Probably never. Instead, you're seeing content from creators you've never heard of because the algorithm thinks you'll be interested. This isn't just a small change, this is a complete revolution. And it means the strategies that worked before are not just outdated, they're actually hurting you. Also, this is really good news for those of you who have small followings. It's actually never been less important how many followers you have. And it's kind of crappy news if you have a big following and you worked your buns off for it. It's not as relevant. So what exactly is interest media? It's simple. Platforms don't care about your follower count anymore. They care about engagement and interest signals. I can make a video about my chickens or hunting with the family, something totally random for my business audience, and it would have totally flopped in 2017. But today, that video would show up in the feeds of outdoor enthusiasts who have never heard of me. Here's what this means for you. A creator with 500 followers can get 1 million views if their content hits the right interest signals. Meanwhile, someone with 100,000 followers might struggle to get 1,000 views if they're not aligned with what people actually want to see. We're seeing this everywhere. Unknown TikTokers going viral overnight. YouTube shorts from tiny little channels getting millions of views, and Instagram reels from brand new accounts outperforming huge established creators. The game is completely flipped. It's not about building an audience anymore. It's about creating content that finds its audience. This brings us to the most important insight. In a world where algorithms decide who sees your content, authenticity isn't just nice to have, it's actually your competitive advantage. Gary Vee tells this really good story about making a video where he talked about loving blueberries and claiming he could eat them better than anyone. Totally random, right? That video got 5 million views when his business content was getting about 500,000. Why did this work? Because it was genuinely him. It was passionate and really specific. It was something that nobody was talking about. But here's where most creators mess up. They think authentic means perfect. No, authentic means real, messy, human. It means energy, conviction, something that you're actually excited about. The creators that are winning right now, they're sharing their actual struggles. They're talking about their weird hobbies. They're sharing their political opinions. They're being vulnerable about their failures, and they're showing behind the scenes reality. I got some homework for you. How do you put this into play? Well, start by making a list of 10 things that you're genuinely passionate about that have nothing to do with your niche. Those are your secret weapons. Now, a little note here, and I'm going to talk about this in another video. This is not your permission slip to talk about 100 random things on your channel. You still need to be clear about what you do and who you're for. If you're a business owner, what I'm telling you is you get to sprinkle this stuff in. You get to put this in every now and then for a little flair, and it can help you grow and find more people. Now, there's another problem brewing right now, and That's AI. There is a little bit of an AI burnout crisis happening, meaning that we're drowning in artificial content and the audiences are kind of getting exhausted. They're no longer entertained by this AI stuff. Every day, millions of AI generated posts are flooding social media platforms. That gross ChatGPT voice. Actually, I just programmed my ChatGPT with a new voice and he sounds very handsome and like really reassuring. I do like that. But you know what I mean? Like the written posts where you can tell that ChatGPT wrote it and you're like, please don't give me that content. So I'm talking about generic advice, templated content, posts with like no soul, no personality, and they all sound the same. And you know what? People can smell it a mile away. Even if you put your brand voice in, even if you like go back and tweak it, like they can tell unless you're really masterful at this. AI content is perfect, polished, predictable. Human content is messy, personal, and surprising. Some of my best content on Instagram right now, I'm like literally holding a chicken. I'm not beautiful. I'm wearing like my outdoor gear that I use to work in the garden. It is not heavily produced by any means, but I'm like speaking from the heart and it's real. With all this AI stuff coming in, people want you to be more human. This is your permission card to like really be yourself, lean into storytelling, lean into less perfect content. And there's actually massive opportunity here because while everyone else is just trying to optimize and perfect their content, you can win by just being more human, not less. What does human content look like? Your actual voice, not a copywriting template. It means real stories from your life, not just your wins, what you're going through, what you're thinking about, what you're struggling with. It means opinions that maybe rattle some cages, maybe a little controversial, mistakes and lessons learned, behind the scenes moments. A note about behind the scenes too, people are way more interested in like the things that you're doing for fun or the behind the scenes of like the people that you're working with if you're a business owner. They're way less interested in like your lunch. They might be interested in your dogs. People love animals. Try that. The creators who are just leaning into AI and like copy and paste templates, they might see some short-term wins, but this is not a good foundation to build your brand on. The future, it will belong to the creators who are creative, human, who double down on their personal brand and being irreplaceably human. Now, you might be thinking, okay, great, Carla, this all sounds great, but I'm fried from making content. Who has been there? Okay. How do I create enough authentic content without burning out? Here's a simple system that is going to make this feeling disappear for you, okay? One, a lot of you are judging your content too soon. And the reason that you're getting burnt out is not because you've been making an abundance of content. It's because you're always second guessing your content and you're dissecting it. So you like put one new post out there and it didn't go the way that you wanted. And it's that frustration that's burning out most of you. Don't judge your content strategy and the stuff you're putting out there until you've posted like 100 types of that content, 100 pieces of that content. Most people quit after like 3 bad posts. They say, oh, that like carousel posts don't work for me, talking reels don't work for me. Here's the thing, in interest media, you only need one piece to change everything. Like one of those might go viral. And you're going to need to do quantity before you establish quality. So be okay with putting lots of imperfect content out there right now. Now is the time. And here's how you can create more content in abundance without burning out. So I love to start with long form content. If you focus on creating one good long form piece of content every week, it's going to help you build trust. It's going to help establish you as the authority. It's a good thing to do anyways. Then you can take that and repurpose it, right? One video can turn into a podcast episode, a blog, an email. You can break it into 10 to 15 micro pieces, and each piece targets a different interest signal. One 20-minute video all of a sudden becomes 5 TikToks, 10 Instagram posts with quotes, 3 YouTube shorts, 15 Twitter threads, 1 LinkedIn article. That's if you're posting to multiple platforms. If you just want to take that one video and put it onto Instagram, cool. Great. You can do stories. You can put it in your channel. You can do carousel posts, quote tiles, reels, trial reels. So you can still just use one platform. Remember, those 10 random things that you're passionate about, create content about one for 1 week. Make it a story, right? If you're on a health journey, make all the content that week about that. Or maybe you're learning a new skill right now, or you're in a coaching program, or you're reading a book. Like, keep sharing lessons from like that book. The secret to not burning out: stop trying to be perfect, post the messy stuff, and share the process, not just the results. Okay, can we talk about how you can become an unstoppable creator? Let's talk about how to become the kind of creator who can thrive in this new environment, this new landscape. There are 3 pillars to becoming unstoppably creative. Unstoppably? Is that a word? You know what I'm saying. Become unstoppable. 1, don't put yourself in a box. The beauty of interest media is that you can talk about multiple things and you can find multiple audiences. Your business content might flop, but your cooking video might go viral. You're going to need to consistently experiment. So have fun with this, okay? Have fun with experimenting. People that are perfectionists, I'm sorry, you have to get comfortable being messy. It's going to work for you. The old mindset, you're going to build an audience and then serve them content, that's done. So the new mindset has to be create content that builds its own audience. Here's your action plan. Audit your last 20 posts. How many were genuinely you? List 20 topics that you could talk about for hours. Start there and then maybe niche down to like 5, because people still have to understand what you do. Commit to posting 1 random piece of content every week. Not every day, maybe 1. Engage authentically in the comments. This is still a social media platform. It likes engagement. And then track interest signals, not just the vanity metrics, aka not just the views per se, but how many conversations are you starting? How many comments? So here's what's coming next. Where's this all heading? The future belongs to the creators that understand that we're not just making content, we're building relationships at scale. Here's what I see coming: even more emphasis on authentic human content and personal brands. I'm not talking about the fake personal brands, like #authentic. I mean, people that are really good at being human and speaking from the heart. Platforms rewarding creators who build genuine communities. The death, thank God, of generic AI copy and paste content, and the rise of micro communities around specific interests. The creators who start embracing this shift, they're going to have a massive advantage, and it's go time, like now. So while everyone else is still doing what they always did, you get to get a jump start on this now because you're watching this video. If this video opened your eyes to what's really happening in the content world, here's what I want you to do now. Subscribe, hit that little bell, and I'm going to break down these shifts every single week for you. I put up at least 1 new training every single week here on YouTube. Comment below with 1 random thing that you're passionate about talking about that actually has nothing to do with your niche. Let's have fun with this. Go and create 1 piece of content about that thing today. Messy action will get you further than overthinking ever will. And watch the video that I made about updates to social media that you need now. It relates tightly to this video, and it's going to show you how to implement some of these strategies. Remember, social media, it's dead as you know it. But interest media is just getting started. So the question is whether you're willing to adapt. And also, are you willing to adapt fast enough to win? I really want you to embrace messy and perfect action. It's going to help you win. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys here for another one soon.